How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today I want to talk about team collections, not sets. Sets are what we have now. I do not consider these team collections, but I want to talk about them, why I think they are the most important thing that EA needs to bring back to NHL 20 and Hockey Ultimate Team. Now, if you did not know, sets back in the day were where you go out there and you would collect, they were called team collections, not sets, first of all, and you would go out there and you would collect the entire team, and you would get a reward for collecting that entire team. And then we slowly went away from that, where we went from collecting an entire team and then you get a hut legend. And now, instead of even collecting players period, all we get is the ability to do sets with collectibles, which I don't even know if you want to call them sets anymore. Everything's just a collectible to complete. But there's a few reasons why I think it's very, very important that I think EA brings collections back into the game. And it does not have to be the same way they brought them in originally back in NHL 15, NHL 16, but with a little bit of a, shall we call it, a twist. I've been playing too much Diamond Dynasty lately, understanding how freaking fantastic that game is. There's just so much to do in their quote-unquote ultimate team mode, and collections is one of them. I keep calling them sets. I like collections. I'm so used to calling them sets now. Just the basic reason in general is I love doing collections. I know a lot of other people love doing them back in the day as well. It gave you something different to do in HUD other than saying, oh, there's somebody throw some collectibles in his set. You got to go out there and buy players from every single team, complete the set. You get the coin reward, you get the pack reward. Heck, you can get the untradeable award. And that is where we are going to go from here on out, is the untradeable awards. I think the thing that I love so much about how this works in Diamond Dynasty is because they take your players in the sets. Once you complete the sets, you don't completely lose the players. They lock into your collection where you cannot trade them no more, which I think is absolutely a fantastic way to do it. Because what happens if we complete a Pittsburgh Penguins set and you lose Crosby, you lose Malkin? Who wants to lose Crosby and Malkin? I completely understand from that perspective, but if it locks into the set, you get to keep the Crosby, you get to keep the Malkin. So I think that is one essential thing that does need to be kept in the collections, is they lock into your set. Because if you complete then the Pittsburgh Penguins collection, then say, I don't know, you get 10 packs as a reward, or you give us a, I don't know, a flashback Crosby. Instead of the 88-87 Crosby, now we have the 90 Crosby. But again, we can make that Crosby untradeable too if you want. Hey, by all means, go ahead and do it, and then have a bigger set, you know, the Mario Lemieux, the Wayne Gretzky's, where you take that Crosby and you put all of those guys into the Wayne Gretzky set instead of having to put these, quite frankly, ridiculously priced collectibles to complete these sets. I mean, they should be that much, the Gretzky and the Lemieux, don't get me wrong, so I do respect the reason they cost so much. It just feels so weird that I'm putting more money into collectibles than actual players in this game. But the thing is with sets, and I think this is why I think every single person wins with this, EA, the fans, everything else. Not only do you get a complete collections, which I think is a completely different dynamic and way more fun than whatever. That's just my personal opinion. I enjoy doing collections. Everybody enjoys doing different things. But that's besides the point. The thing that happens when you do collections is, we brought it up, it locks the players into the sets. You can't sell them. It wipes them off the market. So what does that mean? If all these players get wiped off the market, it means EA has to release more of them. If they have to release more of them than what they would normally release, what does that mean? Better pack odds. Who wants better pack odds? All of us that are very, very frustrated with getting bronze and silvers all the time. All of a sudden, now that these cards are getting wiped off the market, these Crosbys, these Malkins, you got to be more likely to pull them. And not only is that, oh, EA is like, why would I want to give away better packs? You know what? Well, the thing is with that is, now that there's better pulls, people are seeing the packs aren't trash. More people are going to buy them. They're like, oh, we can actually get something from packs now. I'm going to open the packs. I might make some coins. I might not make some coins, but it all works out at the end of the day. I understand why pack odds are so terrible right now. I completely get it. You want to keep the price of other players on the market peaking. And then I look at MLB The Show. It's not a problem in MLB The Show. You have a 1 in 50 chance out of just a basic standard pack, which is what, a gold pack in this game? A basic standard pack, a 1 in 50 chance of pulling a diamond card, which essentially is a minimum of 10,000 stubs. And if you want to go, I guess the best way you could do it, 10,000 stubs, imagine timesing that by 3, and that's probably hot coin value, because, you know, Mike Trout's the best player. It's a couple hundred K, you know, 600, 700, 800K. You're talking the best player in NHL. So you're talking a 30K pool minimum after ripping 50 packs, which is, again, a lot of packs. But in MLB The Show, $1 is all one pack costs. So again, if you want to pull it back to NHL standards, it costs you $3 for a pack. So it's essentially 1 out of every 20-some packs you're yanking a 30K player. Which, again, I had to do bear in mind. That is bare minimum. 30K is bare minimum. That's like pulling, I don't know, the worst 84 in the game. All of a sudden, you know, you can still pull the 85s, the 86s, the 87s that are going to go for 80, 90, 100. You know, you're going to get better pulls, so people are going to buy the packs. Not only that, it gives us a reason to want these cards. We're releasing all these fancy primetime cards. I just laugh at them. Every time I see a new primetime set, I'm like, there's 6 more prime times. We know why they got rid of the criteria, so you can release 6 featured cards plus 6 more plus 12 more plus 34 plus. I honestly, I couldn't keep up with them. I have had zero interest in buying 99% of the daily release content this year, and that's not a hit bash on anything. That's just personally me. When you water it down, you don't want it. But if you make sets where you have to take these primetime players, you got to put them in sets. You got to complete the sets to get a better player. All of a sudden, those primetime players appeal to me. All of a sudden, bang, I want to play HUT again. I got to go check out what the prime times are. Now, isn't that the goal at the end of the day for EA, to have people wanting a reason to spend time on Hockey Ultimate Team? The more time someone spends on it, at the end of the day, EA knows it, we know it, the more likely they are to look at that pretty pack screen and spend some money. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many different ways you can look at this as a solution. We have all these legend cards of the best players in the game. Every single year they make the Crosbys, the Ovies. They're pretty much, every card's irrelevant. And let's be completely honest here. 99% I should say. Crosby, McDavid were relevant before Team of the Year. But besides that, you really didn't need any other cards. Now, they did start releasing some 95s and some 94s. But a lot of these legends, you could have gotten on day one and had zero reason to buy any other player the rest of the year. What if we take those legends and we make those untradeable, or heck, make them tradable, but the only way you can get those legends is by completing sets for the Crosbys, the Malkins, the McDavids. You got to put them guys in sets to pull these guys. At least then, when you pull some good cards that are gold, they have some value. Maybe make X number of them tradable, X number of them be untradeable. You can do certain types of sets and collections for either criteria. Because I know at the end of the day, EA is like, well, I gotta put the legends out there every week so I can sell packs. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Well, you're still doing alumni and stuff right now every single week, even with legends that are better than some of them alumni. So, I mean, you know, do the alumni stuff. Give them the lower overalls, the 88s, the 87s, the 89s, whatever, and then do the, you know, the legends that are 90, 91. Preferably, I'd like them all to be lower, but that's just my personal opinion because I think it's no fun having, you know, legends that are the same players that you keep every single year. It's kind of been like that with HUT now for the last couple of years. It's everybody, oh, everybody's got a legend team. I think 80% of the teams I play in comp seasons in HUT, I would say 80% of their team's legends pretty easily nowadays. But I don't know, it's just ideas. It's just I thought it'd be kind of cool to hear other people's thought processes on this. Maybe I'm just, you know, blown away crazy by doing collections, and I'm the only one that puts hours on end doing them and enjoying them. So I don't know. I still think it can benefit in multiple different ways, like we said before, though. So let me know what you guys are thinking. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.